Uh, for the oil and gas, I mean, to start with the oil, despite the very cloudy picture that we are experiencing, whether it's in Europe or in the state, yet the strong demand in China, or at least in Asia, mainly China and India, is keeping the momentum of the demand. And that is more or less at least putting some brakes on the oil price not to decline, as it's supposed to be if you look at the grim picture of Europe and the US. For the gas, it's almost the same thing, except in the state, the gas is already increasing in a production through this shale gas that they are having in the state. And accordingly, the prices are coming down anyway, simply because the supplies is really became huge during the last 2 or 3 years, became much more significant as an incremental. So overall, between 2012-13, I don't see any major changes from 2011. So the price more or less will hold itself around the 100, 110 more or less. Mm-hmm. Now this is when you talk about the economic side, which is affecting the supply and demand. Then there is another element or another factor, which is the geopolitics, and that is another huge element in the prices. So far, the geopolitics is playing a role. It depends how Spring or Arab Spring will evolve during 2012, because some countries didn't include the what do you call it, the uprising in some of the countries, and the same thing when we talk about Iran, the U.S. relations, and the feud that we are seeing right now. So these two elements really don't know anything about it, but overall, if you look at the economical side, the supply demand and the world economy, prices of 100 I think will be sustainable. When the economic crisis started, the financial crisis started in the US, then it was spilled in the European side. Yet what we have seen, the Chinese market, the Indians, the whole, even the Middle East, really these regions managed to have between 5 to 8% growth, which had a huge impact on the oil demand. You are right. I mean, China at the end of the day is like the world factory. So they have to sell to everybody. Yet, so far, don't forget, even the Chinese are trying to create their own, what do you call it, local consumption, which is very low. And they have very ambitious plan to boost that element in their national economy. You know, they have very good track record that meeting all their targets, if their plan and their targets are going to be met. So I think still the world economy overall is not going to be that much disastrous